Straight ahead on DC News Now at 9, what police are saying about a deadly shooting near Nats Park that interrupted diners this Sunday afternoon. Plus, the latest on a man monitored on an Army base for hours in Fairfax County. And later, a look at a school in Maryland helping students with disabilities not feel left out. Thank you so much for joining us for DC News Now at 9. I'm Annalisa Gale. All right, Scott, so it's a beautiful day. You know, it rained a little bit. I saw on my Uber Eats app there that it was raining, sprinkling a little bit. How is it going now?
Well, still the same places that saw some rain that you saw. The Uber Eats are still happening here, Annalisa, as we will track the radar and show you where the rain is currently across the region. We'll also talk about your full 7-day forecast, which has a lot of sunshine in it. We'll break it down for you coming up.
All right, thanks, Scott. Well, we start in Southeast Washington, where one man is dead after a shooting near Nats Park. Police believe that the victim was targeted. Our Daniel Hamburg spoke to witnesses who were looking for a safe place to hide during that shooting.
Well, it was a chaotic scene this afternoon. People having lunch here on Half Street right in front of Nats Park had to run for cover when they heard the gunshots ring out. Police say the man in this shooting was targeted.
Multiple shots ran out within a minute, and we jumped the barricade, started sprinting down the street. Everybody hit the deck. They were all running. No one knew what was going on.
Tori Teagarden was wrapping up brunch outside of Silver Diner when the shooting happened steps away on N Street Southeast, right in between Half and Van Streets.
I heard 5, 6, 7, 8 gunshots maybe.
10 or 15 rounds, pretty fast succession right after each other. Probably pistol or rifle, wasn't fully automatic though.
First District Commander Tasha Bryant says they found a man with gunshot wounds inside this car outside of the BetMGM Sportsbook. He was pronounced dead on scene.
Thank God there were no other targets, victims, or property damage except for this one. Any loss of life is one too many for us.
Many visitors and people who live here were visibly rattled by the shooting.
I know there's been muggings in the area recently as well, but these shootings are quite concerning, especially being a resident here. I mean, you never know if you're going to be a bystander caught in the crossfire of violent crime.
We're committed to keeping this neighborhood safe and to making this a place where people feel comfortable coming, spending time.
Police do have footage of a dark-colored SUV speeding away from the scene. If you have any information, you're asked to call police. In Southeast Washington, Daniel Hamburg, DC News Now.
And in Columbia Heights, D.C. police are also investigating a shooting that happened earlier this evening. Police say that they received word of a double shooting on 14th Street Northwest. When they arrived, they found 2 people with non-life-threatening injuries. They were transported to nearby hospitals for treatment. Also developing tonight, Metro Transit police are looking for the person who they say hit and robbed someone in that Columbia Heights station. This happened last night at around 7 o'clock. The victim is described as a 54-year-old woman who was on the escalator. Officials say the suspect hit her and took her scooter and bag. That woman was taken to the hospital for minor injuries. These are photos of the incident. Police are offering a $1,000 reward for information. And while D.C. police are fighting crime, they're also looking for ways to build trust in the community. D.C. News Now's Lex Juarez spoke with the police department's leaders this week about their new approach.
Yeah, D.C. police tell me that diversity is a priority within the department, and they say that their approach to showing that diversity in the community is helping them to earn trust. We've all heard this sound, but it means something different to all of us. D.C. police take that to heart and have a unit dedicated to changing the public's perception. The Special Liaison Branch is using representation to do just that.
Our officers, we represent the community because we mirror them. We speak the language, understand the culture, and their perspectives.
These officers understand personally, having grown up in communities where distrust of the police is common.
We never called the police for anything because of fear that we didn't know what to say, or that, what we were saying, they were going to take it, out of context.
In the Latino community, we have to trust the other part. If that trust doesn't exist, it's going to be almost impossible to communicate with them.
Increasing communication from the Latino community is a big goal within the department.
The Latino community, that's the Latino community I work with, they are, I think, #1 in the district that they don't report crime.
Officer Gonzalez Tirado says that's because of 3 things: a fear of law enforcement, a fear of government services, and a fear of deportation.
So the trust is key, and the one-on-one relationship is also key.
The department says through community events and education, they're seeing Latinos report more and more crimes. And not just that.
Because of the trust that we have established with the community, we have seen a great deal of them texting us with helpful information as opposed to just reporting crimes.
The branch is being recognized for its progress both here and around the world.
We are the first unit like this in the whole country. We get police departments from all around the United States, South America, and Central America. They come here for us to train them how to create units like this in their countries, in their cities.
My hope is that this unit will keep on growing and serving the community and just enhance on that trust and go from there.
Well, in addition to the Latino community, the Special Liaison Branch also serves the African, Asian, deaf and hard of hearing, interfaith, and LGBTQ communities. In Washington, Lex Juarez, DC News Now.
And developing now in Fairfax County, one person is in custody following a barricade situation at an Army base. It all started around 8 a.m. according to the FBI. That situation was resolved at around 3 p.m. The base is home to Army Command Headquarters and 9 Department of Defense agencies. No word yet on possible charges for the person now in custody, as well as more details on what that situation exactly was. And several crashes are under investigation in Maryland tonight. Montgomery County Police say a 39-year-old pedestrian was killed in a crash late Saturday night. It happened just before 9 p.m. at Mid-County Highway and Miller Fall Road. We're told that the driver of a Saturn truck struck the pedestrian. That driver did remain on the scene and is not facing charges at this time. The victim has not been identified. And we also have an update now on another deadly pedestrian crash at the corner of Martin Luther King Jr. Highway and Sheriff Road in Prince George's County last night. It happened just after 8 p.m. That's where a man walking in the area was found unresponsive after being struck by a vehicle. We're told that the driver of the vehicle did stay on the scene. Investigators are still looking into what caused that deadly crash. Well, in Prince George's County, advocates are trying to save pedestrians' lives following almost 24 deadly pedestrian crashes in the county this year. At last check, so far in 2022, there have been at least 19 fatal pedestrian crashes in the county. That is 4 more than in 2021 and does not cover roads covered by other law enforcement agencies. Reverend Dr. Robert Screen, who is a part of a group known as MD 210 Traffic Safety Committee, says there needs to be more accountability for drivers.
If you're doing 67 miles per hour, you get a $40 ticket. If you're doing 168 miles per hour, you get a $40 ticket.
Now, the Traffic Safety Committee says it will continue to push for changes for dangerous drivers.
It is extremely fragile, this democracy. It is only as strong as our willingness to fight for it. What gives me hope is I know we are prepared to fight for it.
Right now, Vice President Kamala Harris is calling for Americans to fight for democracy in the wake of Roe v. Wade being overturned. Harris spoke last night at a forum on abortion rights hosted by Minnesota Lieutenant Governor Peggy Flanagan. This comes as we approach the midterm elections, where every seat in the House is up for election. In other national news, ordering a new trial, conspiracy theorist Alex Jones has asked a Connecticut judge to throw out a nearly $1 billion verdict against him. Jones filed that request Friday, saying the judge's pretrial rulings resulted in an unfair trial and a substantial miscarriage of justice. Quote, Jones was ordered to pay the families of victims in the Sandy Hook tragedy due to Jones' claims that the whole shooting was a hoax. Those families say they were subjected to harassment and threats from Jones's lies about the 2012 school shooting. Jones has since retracted his claims, now saying that the attack was 100% real. Well, another major race to watch ahead of the midterms is happening in Pennsylvania, where the only debate between the two Senate candidates is scheduled for 8 p.m. tomorrow. News Nation's Kelly Meyer takes a look at what's at stake.
In Pennsylvania, you've got some important choices to make this year.
Today, former President Obama hitting the Pennsylvania airwaves, supporting Democratic Senate candidate John Fetterman in this ad heard on the radio in Philadelphia, a city with a 40% black population.
You can count on John Fetterman. Make sure he can count on you.
Obama hitting the airwaves, but not the campaign trail for Fetterman. Biden appearing with the Democratic candidate on Thursday. Biden won over 90% of black voters in 2020.
It's vital. Like the black vote, you know, sometimes people want to discount it because we have the ability to sway votes.
Philadelphia City Council members say issues from abortion to voting rights to public safety are getting more black voters engaged, and they're working to ensure they turn up.
We know that Philadelphia is going to be very important in this election, and so that's why we're getting out into our neighborhoods and, you know, pushing people to participate.
More money flowing into the race to draw out black voters. Democratic groups pulling out their wallets, launching a $900,000 digital ad campaign aimed at getting black voters to show up.
Just vote won't fix everything, but that's no excuse to do nothing.
Right now, Fetterman holds 53% of the black vote compared to 32% for his Republican challenger, Mehmet Oz. Oz looking to the more rural parts of the state won by former President Trump for support.
And he's going to work and fight for Pennsylvania.
But the question for voters, will a celebrity doctor relate to the struggles of rural voters? In conservative Franklin County, Oz may simply be the beneficiary of unfavorable reactions to Fetterman. One voter says Fetterman doesn't relate to rural PA.
Fetterman has never been present in the rural communities, whereas Oz has been all across Pennsylvania, talking to voters, listening to voters, understanding what voters want in rural as well as cities.
Again, that was Kelly Meyer reporting. All right, let's switch over now to weather, where Scott is monitoring just a few showers here tonight, but also later this week.
Yes, indeed. We'll have that in the 7-day forecast. You can see here, Annalisa and everybody, this is what the radar looked like just a couple of hours ago. Put this into motion over the last, 6 hours or so. You can see some rain overspreading places like Arnold, Annapolis, Severn Park, Pasadena, Greenhaven. Still seeing showers here in Severna Park and points north on Highway 2, but it's clearing out right now, at least from the rain standpoint, at Annapolis and the Bay Bridge out towards Queenstown on Highway 50. Now, as we move a little bit further to the west, we see some very light rain showers. I can attest to this. I did walk out in between the shows, and yeah, there was a little bit of light rain out there. Certainly, you didn't really even need your umbrella, I didn't think. That's just my take on it. It was that light a rain shower. However, needless to say, as you look at the big picture, where's the main bulk of the rain? Again, east and along I-95, with the heaviest really in the eastern shores of Maryland, pinwheeling over towards Interstate 83, and that will take you right up into Pennsylvania. So what about the out-the-door forecast for Monday morning, October 24th? Mainly cloudy, patchy fog, some drizzle in places, and temperatures are going to range between 45 and 55 degrees under a light northerly breeze. We'll talk about the rest of the day unfolding for you on your Monday and what to expect thereafter with my full 7-day forecast.
All right, thanks, Scott. Still to come, Virginia could be changing how much residents pay in taxes. A look at how much you may have to start paying soon. And later, remembering a local hero. A look at the life of Kent Carter and everything he did for his community as a civil rights activist. We'll be right back.